Good morning, friends. Exercise 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3 we have completed. Today we want to start exercise 7.4. So before we start exercise 7.4, we have to understand some rules, that is inequalities of triangle. So before I start exercise 7.4, we have to understand inequalities of triangle. So inequalities, not equalities. It is called inequalities of triangle that we want to discuss now. So inequalities of triangle, there are two important theorems. That is exercise 7, theorem 7.6 and 7.7. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the opposite angle, then the angle opposite to the longer side is larger. What the question, what the theorem say? If two sides of triangle are unequal, then angle opposite to the longer side is greater. So if I will write A, B and C, here it is 4 and here it is 5. Now AC is greater than AB according to the theorem 7.6. If two sides of triangle are unequal, here AC is greater than AB, then angle opposite to the longer side. So which is the longer side at here? That is AC. AC opposite angle is B. So angle B is greater than angle C. Again, if two sides of triangles are unequal, then the angle opposite to the longer side is larger. So here angle B is greater, or we can say larger. I hope you have understand it properly. Now next theorem, theorem 7.7. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle is longer. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle is longer. So again, we have to draw one triangle. So let me draw one right angle triangle. We know that in right angle triangle, one of the greater angle is 90 degree. So side opposite to the longer side. Now here we can say here it is a longer side. That is, we can say hypotenuse. So if longer side is there, then again opposite to the larger angle is longer. So 90 degree is the larger angle, and opposite to the angle, that is side, or we can say hypotenuse, is the larger. So these are all the two theorems related with the inequalities of triangle. Now one example is there that we have to show. Show that in right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side. Show that in right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side. So already we have draw one triangle at here, that is triangle ABC. In ABC, right angle triangle is B. So we say that in right angle triangle, angle B is 90 degree. Now we know according to the chapter number 6 that sum of angle of triangle is always 180. So you will see that angle A plus angle B plus angle C. is equal to 180. Now, type of the triangle is right angle. So, measure angle B is equal to 90. Therefore, angle A plus angle C is equal to 90. It is clear or not? Sum of angle of triangle is 180. Out of it, sum of two angle is 90 because one of the angle measure B is 90 degree. So, here, now A plus C is equal to 90 degree. Angle A and angle C are each less than 90. It is clear. Because we know that sum of two angle is equal to sum of two angle is 90. It means each angle is less than 90. Angle A is less than 90 degree and angle C is also less than 90 degree. Angle A is less than 90 degree, angle C is less than 90 degree. So here we can say measure angle A greater than measure angle B. From here we can say angle A less than 90, angle A less than 90. So angle A less than 90 means less than B, because B angle is 90 degree. Again angle C is less than angle B. So instead of reverse way we can say that angle B is greater than angle A. Angle B is greater than angle A. Now we concentrate on explanation. So sum of angle is A plus C is equal to 90 degree. Angle A and C are each less than 90 degree. So angle B is greater than angle A because we know that here it is 90 degree. If angle is greater than another angle, then angle opposite side, angle B opposite side is AC. So AC is greater than BC. Angle B opposite side, angle B opposite side is BC. So that is equation number 1. Now another here, which way why we can say AC is greater than BC? Side opposite to greater angle is longer. Now BC is greater than AC. Another way, second time. First time we have said that B is greater than angle A. Second time I have to say that B is greater than angle C. So B is greater than angle C. Again B, angle B opposite side is AC. So AC is greater than AB. So side opposite to greater angle is longer. So from equation 1 and 2 we can say that AC hypotenuse is the longest side. AC hypotenuse is the longest side of triangle. I hope you have understood and it's important everywhere. So write it now in rough. So if you have written it, then we go for next sheet. Theorem 7.8. It is also useful for us. Theorem 7.8. Sum of any two side of a triangle is greater than third side. Sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than third side. Let me draw one triangle and then now let the sides, that is we can say 4, 6 and 8. These are all the three sides. The sum of any two sides of triangle is greater than third side. Now if you will see, there are three chances. First, AB plus BC is greater than AC. Second, BC plus AC greater than AB. And third, AC plus AB greater than BC. Now first, AB plus BC greater than AC. AB plus BC, 4 plus 6, 10 is greater than 8. Same way, that is first. Now in second we say that BC and AC, BC and AC, that is 6 plus 8 greater than 4. And in third AC plus AB, so 8 plus 4 greater than 6. That is theorem 7.8. So it is useful in many ways. So these are all the three theorems that we want to discuss in exercise 7.4. Now exercise 7.4. So exercise 7.4. Question number 2. First sum already we have discussed here, that is exercise 7.4, question number 1. Now we go for question number 2. Important thing is, every time whatever in question, that we have to first understand and then always draw the figure necessary given. Whenever, every time in geometry we have to draw the figure properly to get half marks. So here one question is there. In figure, side AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended. We know that extended. First of all, we have understand what is the meaning of extended. Let me explain by one more example. Now, extended angle there, it is called ACD. So angle ACD, always remember, is equal to inside opposite angle, that is angle A and angle B. Sum of angle A plus angle B is equal to extended of angle ACD. So here they say that extended to the point P and Q respectively. P and Q respectively. So we have extended up to P and Q. Also PBC less than QCB. Also it means it is given. Here it is given. What we have to prove? To prove that AC is less than AB. AC is less than AB. So again, if you will see properly, here A, we can say B, we can say C, P and Q. This is a triangle. So here we can say extended. Now, if you will see properly, it will be generated two linear pair. Here it is called linear pair. So ABC, it's a linear pair. So ABC plus PBC, it's a linear pair. We know that linear pair sum is 180. Now next, that is equation number 1. What they are writing again, ABC plus PBC is equal to 180. Then we can also write ABC is equal to 180 minus PBC. Why? We have shift this. Plus will be converted into a minus. It is related with the left hand side linear pair. Now we have to concentrate another. Here it is also a linear pair. Again, same way. You will see that ACB, I am writing it here, ACB plus we will say that QCB is equal to 180 or not. Now I can write ACB is equal to 180 minus QCB. So 180 minus QCB. Again I rub everything at here for understanding of properly. So that is why two equations they have written, that is equation 1 and equation 2. So I hope you have clear this. That is from the figure. We have write two linear pair. Now what is given in question that we are using? PBC less than QCB. Given that PBC less than QCB. Now if you will see that what is PBC? Again, PBC, it is given that PBC less than QCB. Now we will come at here, PBC. So PBC is equal to, here ABC is equal to 180 minus PBC. So if you will see what PBC again, so from here dot. What I have to write? 180 minus QCB. Why I am writing 180 minus? Again 180 minus QCB. Actually 180 minus ABC I have to write. 180 minus ABC I have to write. But we know that ABC is equal to 180 minus QBC. What we have to writing again? PBC less than QBC. So 180 minus QBC. Same thing QCB from here. QCB. So again QCB 180 minus PBC. So from equation, if you will see, again 180 minus QCB less than 180 minus PBC. Now, or see here, or from 1 and 2, ACB less than ACB again. ACB less than ABC. What or we can say ACB less than ABC. You will see here 180 minus QCB or not. So here it is 180 minus QCB. So instead of I can write ACB. Again 180 minus PBC. Again write ABC. So ACB less than ABC. Now we will see that ACB less than ABC. So opposite of ACB, which side is there? AB. So AB less than AC. So if AB is less than AC, then instead of it we can write reverse. That is AC is greater than AB. We can write AB is less than AC. We can write AC greater than AB. That is question number 2. Write it now. So if you have written it, then we go for next sum. There are 5 sums that we have to discuss at here. Now question number 3. It is also too much easy. What the question say? That is given. B is less than A and C is less than D. That is given. Then show that AD less than BC. Then show that. So if you will see, there are 2 triangles are there. So what is first given? B is less than A. So B is less than A. Now opposite of B, what is the side in a triangle? That is AO. So we are writing and angle opposite to B. Angle opposite to B. What is side? That is BO. Again, what is that here? B, angle B is less than angle A. So I can write angle A greater than angle B. We can write reverse of it, or inverse we can say angle A greater than angle B. Now you will see that opposite of A, what is that here? That is BO. Opposite of B, what is that here? AO. That is equation number 1. Now, side, we know that side opposite to the greater angle is longer. That is equation number 1. Now second. Again, what is given? CD less than D. Angle C less than angle D. So I can write it here, angle D greater than angle C. Angle D greater than angle C. Now here we have to comment here angle D. So here it is angle D. Angle D opposite side is OC. So we have to write OC or CO. Angle C opposite side is OD. So we have to write DO. So that is equation number 1. Equation number 2. Same reason. Now if you will see what they say, adding equation 1 and 2. If I will add this, which way I have to add, that is important. BO greater than AO. Plus, we have to say that CO greater than DO. Now, if I add this, then BO plus CO, BO plus CO or OC, AO plus OD. Now, BO plus OC, that is BC. AO plus OD, that is AD. So BC is greater than AD. BC is greater than AD. So what we have to prove? AD is less than BC. So we can say BC greater than AD. Then we can say AD less than BC. Simply 5 is greater than 3. Then we can say that 3 is less than 5. Same way we are in explain it here. So I hope you have also understand this. You have also write this. Then still 2 questions are left that we can discuss. So in fair book you have to write exercise 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. So this is the last lecture related with this chapter. Now we go for next. AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest side of a quadrilateral ABC. AB and CD are the longest and smallest. So you will see the figure here. We can say AB is smaller and CD is the longest side of quadrilateral ABC. Show that A is greater than C. We have to show that A is greater than C. So that is the proof. To prove, we have to say it is, we have to prove. And B is greater than D. So before we start, there is a one construct, or we can say join the AC. If I will join AC, you will see properly. If I will join AC, it will be convert into 2 triangles. Name of a triangle is ABC and ACD. Name of a triangle is ABC and ACD. Join AC, mark the angle as shown in the figure. So you will see that we have already named it 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in triangle ABC, Let me see one triangle ABC. So in ABC, BC is greater than AB. Why? BC is greater than AB because AB is the smallest side. AB is the smallest side. So we can say BC is greater than AB. Now if you will see opposite BC, there is a one angle that is called angle 2. So we can say angle 2 is greater than angle 4. See the figure. Angle 2 is greater than angle 4. Angle in bracket we can write angle opposite to the longer side is greater. Now see the next triangle. Here we have first take the triangle ABC. ABC we have taken. Now which triangle we have to take? That is triangle ADC. ADC. Or we can do it by dot dot dot. So here it is a triangle. Again in triangle you will see that CD is the great longest side. So we can say CD is greater than AD. CD is greater than AD. CD is greater than AD. CD is the longest side. So opposite CD, that is angle number 1. So angle 1 is greater than angle C. Now what does say? Adding equation 1 and 2. Now let me add equation 1 and 2. So if you will see that 1 plus 2, angle 1 plus angle 2, and angle 3 plus angle 4, angle 3 plus angle 4. So 1 plus 2, if you will see that angle 1 plus 2, then it will be generated angle A. So 1 plus 2, that is angle A. 1 plus 2, that is angle A. And 3 plus 4, that is angle C. 3 plus 4, angle C. So angle A is greater than angle C. Hence we can prove this. Same way we can prove similarly by joining BD. If I will join BD, then again we have to prove same way, and we can prove that angle B is greater than angle B. So this is the fourth. So two proofs are right here. Only one we have to prove. Another you can write similarly by joining BD. We can prove that angle B is greater than angle D. I hope we have to write also this now. Now, last sum, question number 5. Sorry, still this sum already we have discussed, that type of sum. So, question number 6 we have to go. Show that all the segment drawn from a given point, not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. It must be remembered every time that the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. Show that all line segment drawn. So there is a one line L is there, and we have drawn the line segment. We have a line L, and O is a point not on L. So there is a one point O which is not on L. Now we have to prove that OL perpendicular. So already line segment OP perpendicular L, that is given. OP perpendicular to L. But we have to prove that that is the shortest distance. So that is also given. OP perpendicular to L. We have to prove that OP is the shortest distance of all other, that is OQ, OR and OS. We have to prove that OP, OQ, OR and OS. OP is the smallest of OQ, OR and OS. So let me now prove. First, in triangle OPQ, see the triangle O, we have to draw one triangle OPQ. OPQ. So in Q, P is 90 degree and Q is the acute angle. P is 90 degree and Q is acute angle. So we know that the smallest angle opposite side is also smallest. So OP, we can say that Q is less than P. Q is less than 90, so Q is less than P. Now opposite of Q, that is OP. OP less than OQ. Side opposite to the greater angle is longer. We can also prove same way by taking another triangle. Same way, we can take another triangle OPR. Here it is 90 degree. Again same, we have to write that angle P is 90 degree. So here it is R. So if P is equal to 90 degree, then angle R less than angle P. Now again R opposite side is OP. So OP is less than OR. So every time OP is there. So hence we can say that OP is the shorter than OR, OS, etc. Hence it is proved. So again say to you exercise 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 and 7.4. All exercise we have mostly completed with maximum sums we have also completed. So now in next lecture we go for one more chapter, that is chapter number 8. Thank you.